It's funny, when I was a kid, I really didn't like Prince. My dad liked Prince, but every time Prince would come on the TV, for some reason used to scare me.
This is not an interview. There is no format. This is simply a conversation about life.
I think it's because he was so beautiful and he was always wearing something like I remember one video that used to come on and he was wearing like a lace like half shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was. And then um maybe that was around that time.
That was
But I don't
probably
know.
the kiss video.
Maybe it would have been in the early 90s or something. But yeah, then it's funny because then as an adult and I look back at those same looks and I'm like, oh, this is perfect to me. This looks amazing. But yeah, I remember even being in like a Halloween costume contest as like a vampire, and I won first place because I thought I was Prince.
It's funny because it is funny because I remember seeing Purple Rain, and you have to put this in the context. I'm like a young kid from West Philly, and I was like, what world is this where people can walk around on the street with this shiny, like what? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
where is this? Where is this?
Right.
I was like, if he came through my block with this on, he wouldn't make it to the next. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it was strange. So I understand what you mean about it being scary because I actually know what this is. I mean I know that feeling.
Right.
Can't, because you have an understanding of like what men are supposed to look like and
Right.
dress, and you know, so when you see something for the first time that's like,
Different.
all right, hold on, like, you
Right.
know what I mean? And so it was really strange because it was like interesting because if you remember the movie like Morris Day, like Morris and Jerome, like Morris kind of wore like from the time, like Morris kind of wore like shiny stuff too, but it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? Like Morris more looked like a pimp. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like and you like, okay, I get it. It's fashion. It's like fashionable, but it's still masculine, kind of like clearly. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then Prince was just like, he was over the edge. You know what I mean? And like, it in the context of a stage, it's okay. I'm not okay. It's not the right word, but like in the context of a stage, you get it,
right,
on a certain level. But then when you see the person is like, yo, he goes to the store, he like, you would see him dressed like this in the supermarket.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I love it.